Hi, it's me, Debbie again, and I'm back with just another Love Summer Art video. Yes, that's true, another video from me. So, today I'm showing you a watercolor project. It's been a while, and I'm really inspired by this because I did some lessons by Lissenberg, and I brought my sketchbook and all with me on vacation, and I didn't do much of sketching at my vacation, but I did pick up lots of yummy treasures like feathers and shells and well, all kinds of things I found on the beach and in the woods and such during my walks. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just sketching a bunch of the feathers I found, and I'm going about it almost accurate, but just with a bit of whimsy. So just not perfect, but well, about perfect. So that's just the way I like it. I'd like to do it. So now I'm blending my watercolors, and it took me a while to see how they worked on this paper because it was a new block of paper, so I had to try it out, and I'm doing this in front of you guys, so spare me a bit. It's just one of my first projects in this watercolor book, so that's just what I'm doing here, and I sped it up by I think 4 times or so. I think it took me about half an hour to until an hour or so, I think, to do this whole project. So semi-fast, I think. So now I'm just switching on to the next little feather, and that's how I go about it, just one by one. And I found lots of them, of course, as you could see, and I love that. And I also did a little Google search when I was on vacation, trying to find out what kind of feathers they were, and well, I'm still not sure. I think they could be from a hawk or something, or from a barn owl, or maybe even from a how do you call that? Is it a juvenile seagull? Something like a young seagull. They're all kinds of feathers, so they're probably a mix of that. And I have also found a couple of crow feathers and some pheasant feathers, but I think not including these in this one. Well, the one I'm working on now might be pheasant feather, so I'm not sure. So yeah, it's actually just what I'm doing, coloring the feathers. So I'll be putting on just a little bit of music, and I'll be back when I go on about another step or something. Just hang on tight. Well, I'm back, and here I'm going on about the next step, and it's just using fine liners, and I'm using a 0.1 in this case first. I think they're Staedtler, yes they are. Just outlining the feather a bit and giving it a bit more detail. And as I said, I'm going a bit about the whimsy touch, so they look alike, but they're not perfect, you know? So kind of an illustrative kind of type of feathers actually. So I'm adding sometimes just singular feathers, and sometimes just little scratches and such. So that's what I'm doing here. So after this, still want to go. after this I'm going in with a bigger marker, a wider marker. It's 0.3 I think, or 0.5, I don't know. And I'm adding just a bit of shading and extra details to give a bit of more interest and dimension to the little feathers. And now I'm going in for a wash. Now I'm just using a bit of pigment and lots of water, and I'm going all around the feathers. And you can't see it really here because of the lighting, but you'll see in the end and in the photos it's a bit of a greenish, yellowish kind of wash. So I'm adding it just all over, picking up some colors with my with the cloth in between, and now I'm adding a bit more darker around the feathers just for some shading. And that was it. Trying it in between and adding just a couple of details, like these are feathers found on the beach, I think I've added, I don't know, and England in the year. Now I'm adding just a bit of highlights with my white marker to whiten up the area, areas I created, and just for some highlighting. And that's actually all to it. I really loved doing this little project. It came quickly and much easier than I thought actually, so I was really pleased with that. Now that was it. Just a little bit of detail. Like that. So I really hope you enjoyed the second video, and I'll see you back in just a bit for my next video. Bye for now. Bye.